Time now for Weather Watch with meteorologist Matt Makens.
Matt Makens here with this week's Weather Watch. A lot going on, a lot of discussion, mostly about this La Nina thing. Is it happening? Well, we're right on the cusp. It's been emerging over the last several weeks and will likely have that impact as we go throughout winter, at least for a moment. So where are we headed with La Nina? That's what we're chatting about today. We've already kind of seen the impact of a drier weather pattern taking over the country. A little bit delayed this year, but it's happening. If you look at the drought released in early September, that's here. And it's got the normal colorations that you would see with those drought monitor reports that you may pick up in your inbox. For the latest release, this is October 21st. Notice the difference here. And we've had some improvements for the west. We've gotten some mountain snows, some mountain rains, some valley rain. Where we have not had any improvement is here to the east. Several weeks ago, drought was growing. And then most recently, there is a lot of drought here. We have issues with the Mississippi River levels. We have issues with soil moistures, those kinds of things. That's been growing here over the last several weeks. And it's part of a transition or the growing presence of La Nina, if you will. And recall, if you look at the globe, we stretched that globe out just on a big old flat map here. Most recently, we watched this area of ocean cool off. So if we cool that area of ocean off, we're forcing ripple effects globally with our weather pattern. And that is starting the La Nina weather pattern that we'll be in for several months ahead with kind of a neutral pattern, basically where we are right now. You would expect some dryness here in the central and southern plains, some moisture in the mountains, perhaps some moisture in Mexico, and then some hints of moisture around the Great Lakes and back east. If we take that dial up, and we take that big bathtub of ocean, if you want, cool it down a little bit. So we're taking our dial into the colder temperatures. Now we're bringing in a weak La Nina, and we spread out a lot more drought across the south. So over the next several months, we're just going to take our dial and we're going to kind of tease you by going neutral, weak La Nina, neutral, back to La Nina, kind of back and forth. This was a similar setup to what we had last year. And in regards to screwworm and how this all plays out, La Nina does make the southern U.S. warmer. So typically in October into November, these shaded regions from Oklahoma City to Raleigh and south, Phoenix, Las Vegas, south into Mexico, that would be the preferred weather region for screwworm, for the flies to be a little bit frisky, if you will. That likely continues into November as well. So the weather is not helping from the screwworm standpoint. It's not cooling us off quickly enough. We'll have more on the La Nina aspect, screwworm impacts, weather-wise, as we go forward in time. But that's it for this week. Matt Makens here. Blessings to you and yours.